let's be real, coding today looks nothing like it did even a year ago. We're talking about AI assistants that aren't just novelties anymore. They're catching bugs, they're writing whole functions, and yeah, they're even reviewing your pull requests. The game has totally changed. And look, that's really the bottom line here. This isn't some far-off trend we're talking about. This is the reality for developers right now. So in this explainer, we're going to break down the tools that are leading this charge and, most importantly, what it means for your future in tech. All right, so first up, let's meet these new AI teammates. Understanding what these tools are and what they can actually do, that's step one to really harnessing their power. So what is an AI code assistant, really? Well, at its core, it's like a super sophisticated partner. It's using these massive deep learning models to do the heavy lifting that used to take us hours. I mean, everything from writing boilerplate code to spotting critical issues before they ever become real problems. And here are the key players you gotta know about. You've got the giants, like GitHub Copilot, which now has some seriously powerful review features. Then you have specialized tools, like Cursor's BugBot for live debugging. And you've got this new class of agents, think CodeRabbit, Graphite, and Greptile, that can take on even more complex jobs. Now, you might be wondering, okay, is this really that big a deal? Well, let me tell you, the numbers, they paint a pretty dramatic picture. Get this. As of today, a staggering 82% of companies are using AI coding agents. Just back in January of this year, that number was only 50%. I mean, that is just explosive growth. It proves these tools are way past the early adopter phase. And that trend holds up for specific features too. Just look at Copilot's auto review. Adoption literally shot up from 39% to 76% in just a few months. So yeah, the tipping point isn't on its way, it's already here. Okay, so the numbers are huge. But what does this actually look like in practice? How do these assistants really fit into your day-to-day work, from that first prompt you type all the way to a submitted pull request? Think about your workflow, right? A tool like Cursor BugBot is right there with you, suggesting fixes as you code in real time. Then, before you even commit, Copilot Reviewer acts like a quality check, flagging potential security holes. And then an agent like CodeRabbit can automate the whole pull request for you. It's nuts. And the impact is just massive. This level of automation is basically like adding a few specialists to your team, but without all the overhead. It's a huge productivity boost for everybody, whether you're a solo dev on a side project or part of a huge enterprise team. So with the AI handling more and more of the tactical stuff, our role as programmers is definitely evolving. We're becoming less of the bricklayers, and more of the architects. But this shift, it comes with both incredible opportunity and some pretty significant risk. This really creates a new pact between you and the AI. The opportunity is immense. You get to offload all that repetitive, boring work to focus on the big picture, the high-level system design. The risk? Getting complacent. You absolutely have to review the AI's work, because just blindly trusting it can introduce subtle but critical errors. And honestly, finding that balance is everything. You are the final checkpoint. You're the architect who guides the tool, not the other way around. That's vital. So, are you feeling inspired? Or maybe a little intimidated? Hey, don't be. Getting started is way easier than you think. So let's just walk through your first few steps into this whole new world. Okay, here's a simple 4-step guide. First, get GitHub Copilot. Second, dive into your settings and turn on the reviewer feature. Third, just give it a piece of your code and a clear command, something like find vulnerabilities in this snippet. And finally, and this is the most important part, watch what it does, analyze its suggestions, and actually learn from them. And for that rapid prototyping, for hackathons or a quick proof of concept for a client, you should definitely explore tools like Graphite or Greptile. You can feed them a simple prompt and just watch them build out an entire project scaffold. It's an incredible way to go from 0 to 1 fast. So as we wrap this all up, I want to leave you with a thought that I think just perfectly captures this entire shift. You've probably heard it before. AI won't replace a good programmer, but here's the kicker. A programmer using AI will absolutely replace one who isn't. This is the new competitive edge. It's about making yourself better, not about being replaced. So if you want to make sure you stay ahead of that curve, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. In our next explainer, we're going to get our hands dirty and actually build a SaaS prototype from scratch using these exact tools. Trust me, you are not going to want to miss it.